Currently scores 10-10. We're going to get the look, not just looking at us, although we look great today, and I know it. But we're going to get at that stream back out on the field. I'll start commentating what's happening out there until we get that stream. All right.
Brady Groh currently serving a penalty for a hit on Phil Kane.
Tommy O'Connor just looking for an immediate reset, just going immediately back to his hoops.
That's the right thing to do, down a beater.
Yep, smart play.
Gminiak is also subbed in the beater game.
Interesting. So Brink Minson and Phil Kane in at the beater game for New York. Tommy O'Connor bringing the ball up the field.
Apologize for the technical difficulties, but the total footage has all been recorded and will all be available on our YouTube channel after the series this weekend.
All right, O'Connor with Quaffle in the center of the field. Trade of beats at the top. Amanda Michaels looking to drive. Over the top pass. No good as that shot. There was no one home. Peter Lawrence going to chase it down. Yeah. 10-10 is the score. About 5 minutes into the game. Big thank you to Harry Clark and Nick Jablonski for getting our stream back going. These two are amazing. They've been working tirelessly all day. We're really appreciative of them. John Jackson with Quaffle on the right side.
And it's this trust in their young Quaffle core that allows them to do things like having Solly play beater.
Absolutely, and Solly being able to play is just giving them a little bit of a different look out there, a lot of different speed. Now there is going to be a call here from Ricky Nelson. So it is going to be an illegal. I'm honestly not sure.
Illegal screen by a beater on a chaser.
Blue card for them. It's going to be a turnover for Rochester. Rochester does still have Quaffle. It doesn't change anything from the beater game for them. And Jacob Lynn's going to look to run with it. He has no beaters in front of him, just chasers. Passes it over to O'Connor. He's got Stonish. O'Connor finds Stonish late, and he can't find that shot. Peter Lawrence with ball, tackled by Jacob Lynn. And there's another call.
Minson missed a beat on Tomlin in the process.
This guy. It is going to be Rochester ball still. Stonish with ball all now at the top of the right zone. Over to Amanda Michaels. Michaels looking for a deep pass. Does get the forced reset there as that ball went across the line. Tommy O'Connor does chase it down, though.
Rochester really put a good effort in here against New York early.
Absolutely. 10-10 the score. O'Connor just really patient. Bludger control in front. It's Josh Tomlin and Solly Gminiak. O'Connor. New York's going to be able to kill up this penalty as Phil Kane's able to come back into the game. Yeah. O'Connor looking for a play. Can't find it as tries the option. Mosley and Stonish actually went to the same spot. O'Connor finds Stonish.
Defense has been so solid that they've been able to kill off multiple beater penalties, which is not an easy thing to do.
Rochester found a way to force a no-beater bludger drive, but they couldn't find anything. Dave Fox just shut it down. New York, again, staunch defense.
Yeah, that's been the difference between them and the other two teams at the Super Series, and it's why they're 3-0 so far.
Jackson looking to drive here, going down the right side, finding Fox. Fox can't handle the pass. Weishart now with a bludger in front.
Tomlin with a quick throwback was able to maintain bludger control there for Rochester.
Jackson passing Quaffle over to Mike Lee. Mike Lee looking to drive. Lee, handoff to Fox. Fox finds Peter Lawrence. Back over to Fox.
Oh, and a great beat there by CJ. It's going to save the goal.
John Jackson, ball in the center of the field. We understand the technical difficulties. We're doing our best to fix these right now. John Jackson, Quaffle on the left side. He's got Fiona Weishart pressuring Tomlin in front. Tomlin gets B. Weishart gets B. Jackson looking to drive down left. Jackson's shot is blocked by Anglum, and Caleb Van Buren's going to be able to jump on it. Do we have to turn that one? And we are working on those technical diffs best we can. Josh Anglum, keeper, with Quaffle, center of the field. Pass over to Gioroso. Gioroso. Ball over to the left side. Kaminiak right in front of her. Gioroso shifting back to the middle where Tomlin is. Gioroso looking to drive. Passing back to Mosley. Draws the tackle. Nothing home. Kaminiak's beat is no good. Ball, Quaffle behind the hoops to Anglem. Anglem looking to drive. Wrapped up by Mike Lee. Pass over to Van Buren. Can't handle it. Van Buren loses the ball to Hagag. Hagag strips it away, kicks it away, and it's Mo Gog's ball.
More crafty play there from Hagag. We saw some of it in the last game, bringing it about again here. But New York really needs to start creating offensively as well.
Okay. 1-1. Yada now up on the pitch. Yada over to Crawford. Bludger control with New York right now. Crawford driving. Crawford looking for a pass to Morella. Can't find it. Morella wasn't able to catch that pass. Good play by Rochester behind the hoop. Mosley boxes out Yada, and it's turnover for Rochester. Again, Rochester's playing really, really good right now. New York just not finding these goals. 10-10 still the score. Bassam Ashkar making his first appearance in the game. He's got Mitch Vargas, Cody Kiefer with him, beating Pat Callanan and Emily Hickmott. Listen to Rosso also in the chaser game. Callanan beats out Morella. Ashkar looking to drive, passing over to Giroso. That pass is a little bit wide, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Not the best pass from Ashkar there. New York still with bludger control. Crawford pushing Giroso over. Kiefer gets beat. Crawford driving. Vargas putting pressure. Vargas beat. Crawford passing over to Hagag. Hagag makes a move. Ashkar looks for a tackle. Hagag shot over the top, trying to find Yada. Yada shot. It's good. Beautiful ball movement. New York just constantly attacking, backing off, and finding the right target, finding Yada.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for from this team. That's what we've seen all day, just really probing these defenses.
10 minutes game. The score's only 20-10. It's a really close game right now.
Yeah, I mean, Rochester just hanging in there, really forcing the most out of this New York team.
And we talked about the fatigue factor being potential, and it looks like it right now. Ashkar, center of the field. Beats out Crawford. Quaffle over to Giroso.
And Ashkar's going to be pretty fresh here.
Ashkar, go over to Kiefer. Kiefer, Hickmott looking for a beat on Sooner. Kiefer looks for the deep pass to Giroso. Ball sails over her head. She can't bring that one in. Unfortunately, another turnover. Rochester, New York's ball. Rochester, though, is going to be able to make a play with control. Junior gets beat at the top of the zone. Callanan controls all three bludgers at the moment.
Really nice control over the bludgers here from Callanan. He's going to get to press. Waited for Yada to cross midfield. I believe that'll be the reset used.
But Morella's right there. Doesn't go into the keeper zone. Smart playing from New York just to force one reset. Y starts looking for a sub. Morella, left side of the field. Hand off with Hagag.
Yeah, and I think you were more prescient about how long New York had to take to put away that Charlotte game than I gave you credit for. But they definitely seem a step slower. Rochester come out really fresh, and it's made it a tight battle.
You know who's not a step slower is Michael Yada Parada.
I was going to say, Yada is the one who's showing up right now for New York.
He didn't play a ton in that last game,
exactly.
so he's really come to play. Ashkar looked for an immediate response, but New York was able to get bludger control really quickly.
Brendan Jacobs subbing in. The one difference between the two Rochester rosters, Mitch Brown only in for the Charlotte games, and Jacobs, who didn't come down with that pass, only in for the New York games.
Jacobs couldn't handle that pass. One bounced right off the hands. Yada back up the middle of the field.
Yeah, it seems like it's time for the coach to start taking over a bit here on the pitch. He got 2 goals to his name, looking to make it 3.
Yeah, he's really been the game changer for them. Yada coming out ready to play. He has energy, he has life, and he's made a lot of nice plays. Yada over to Crawford. Crawford looking for that shot. He shoots and it scores. And this old New York line is starting to figure it out. They're starting to find their shots.
Yeah, just finding those mid-range shots. You know, they've been available a lot of the games. We've seen John Jackson be more patient, keep looking for the passes, but you know, Crawford and Prada both have a lot of confidence behind those mid-range shots.
40-10 the score. I like Yada just covering in game, just like he's Thanos, just like, fine, I'll do it myself, putting on the fit of the gauntlet, just going on in.
Yep, 2 goals and an assist here.
The wily old vet does, the 30-year-old making it happen.
Yep.
Ashkar, center of the field.
Because it hasn't been this offense, it's been the defense. The difference, it's been the defense, and only 10 goals, 10 points allowed again here.
And they've been really, really staunch. All right, here's Michaels behind the hoops. Michaels looking for Jacobs. Jacobs again can't handle a pass, and that ball's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah. I mean, Michaels did not give him the most to work with there. Definitely threw it outside of his arm span, but you'd like to see people come up with that. But either way, it's another wasted possession. That's been the difference. New York doesn't waste possessions, and we've seen Rochester and Charlotte at times do exactly that.
All right, here's Jackson, center of the field. Back in the game for Yada.
Rochester has made the adjustment to be in a full-man defense this game and also to mark Lindsey Morella.
This pass from Crawford goes over to Hagag. Hagag does get beat. Great defense at the hoops from Ashkar. Ashkar has been making really good defensive hits. While his team has made nice plays around him, he has been just lights out at the hoop line.
Yeah, they just need a little bit more from him on the offensive end.
But right now, since he's been in the game, they really haven't had any control, and it's been really hard for him to make something happen. Grove beats out. Oh, Crawford. Ashkar looks for a quick shot, and he can't find the goal, and it's out of bounds again.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit frustrated. I think he wanted somebody to track down that rebound.
Yeah, this Rochester offense looks a little lost at the moment. They're not really finding anything.
Yeah, I think Tommy O'Connor might be coming back into the game here. Yep, that'll be him. O'Connor's speed has definitely been a consistent spark plug for this team.
Who?
O'Connor's
Oh,
speed.
absolutely he has. Just really been making plays, playing really smart, and just doing nice little things here and there. Jackson, bring a quaffle up. So currently, if you're having any technical difficulties right now, our producer, Harry Clark, is fixing our cameras. A lot of our cameras, our power sources are going down. It's been a long day here, so we are currently just fixing those cameras. John Jackson, though, looks for a shot behind, finds Crawford. Crawford's shot goes low, finds Jackson, though. Jackson on the rebound. Jackson over to Morella. Morella back out to Jackson. Just good possession. Get a couple good, decent shots. Nothing really easy there, but a nice little possession play. Jackson over to Crawford. Back to Jackson. This is weird, just switching our cameras, so we have a new camera since our old camera is losing some life. So we're just going to get a new camera on this field. Right now, I will talk you through it. It was a turnover. Bad pass went off the boundary, and Amanda Michaels is inbounding for Rochester.
I think Rochester's going to take a timeout. I think this is a good timeout.
It's a great timeout for us.
No, I think Ricky Mann said no, or I don't know exactly what happened there. Might not have been in the keeper zone anymore.
I guess so. All right, no timeout it is. Rochester bringing the ball up. Tommy O'Connor. He's got Solomon Gominiak on his left. Van Buren on his right. Tomlin coming up the field with Hickman, looking to try to get control back. Slow game. Van Buren, left side. Van Buren, hand off to Mosley. Tomlin's beat, hits Junior, but no, it doesn't apparently. Mosley passes over to O'Connor. O'Connor behind the hoops, Van Buren. Van Buren shot, no good. Intercepted by Crawford.
I love that movement, though, that from Rochester. Just some overlapping play to force Taylor Crawford out of the point position. And Van Buren came off a handoff and roped all the way around to be the passing option. And it was, the chance was just there. Pass got lofted, I think, a little bit more than they would have liked.
Jackson, center of the field. Gominiak looks like he was able to swat that bludger. Jackson threw that ball to no one. No one was there.
I think he might have thought I.L. Silver was one of his teammates there.
Oh, it's a big unfortunate for him. There is a potential call here from Andrew Canto.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell from the camera angle, but looking that way on the field, there are a lot of shadows and a lot of sun, so very easy that.
Yeah, it's real hard to see.
Especially with where this team tends to put their safety outlets on their offense. She was definitely standing in a spot there. I could see how Jackson thought that.
Now, there was a blue card there. It was an illegal swat on Solomon Gominiak. Jackson's going to get this call up the top. Jackson sees a driving lane. Jackson drives through it and scores. Easy goal for John Jackson. 4-1.
Yeah.
40-10 is the score. Rochester taking that timeout. So here comes the timeout. Oh, out. Rochester tried to call on the last possession. For those at home, we're very sorry about any technical difficulties. Just having some power issues. We're trying to get it set. We have a new camera up there. We're doing the best we can with that. Thank you for all your patience. We really appreciate all the viewers at home. Now, score is 40-10, and right now, Rochester starting off really strong in this game against New York, but they almost they sort of lost that tempo, they lost that pace that was sort of keeping them in it, and then New York, with the leadership of Yada, was able to make things happen.
5-1.
5-1. My apologies. 5-1 is the score. Yada's really able to turn things around. What was Yada able to do to really make this change of event?
I mean, I think that they just, Rochester switched to a mark defense in this game. And the difference between that and the zone, obviously, is that those mid-range shots open up a lot more. And it seemed like that Yada and Taylor Crawford were a little bit more comfortable taking those mid-range shots than maybe some of the other lines were. I mean, that's not really necessarily like JC or Insibia's game. We've seen John Jackson do a much more slow-paced passing offense as well. So I think it was just that veteran look to say, oh, hey, the hoops are open now. Let's go fire in.
And, hey, having that veteran presence, even from the coach, just to come in, get a quick look, just to get his team doing the right things, that's a huge thing. That's a big thing that a coach is able to do. Really good leader play. All right, looks like we're back out of that timeout. We're about 17 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I think Rochester would really like to get another goal or two before Snitch on pitch just to tighten things up a little bit. But, I mean, even now, a Snitch grab would instantly throw them back into this game. But just like Charlotte in the last game, even if they get a Snitch grab, they need to prove they can do something offensively. They have one goal in 17 minutes, and that's just not going to cut it.
No, it really isn't. And that's really the key. As close as you can make these games and as clutch as your Seekers are, if you can't score, really nothing's going to get done. And they're able to defend decently. It's just being able to produce some type of scoring output. All right, Van Buren with Quaffle on the right side. Looking to drive on Lee. He's shut down pretty quickly immediately, and it goes right back to Gominiak. Solomon. Covered by Lee. 2 beaters for New York, looking really tough to get past. Playing a man. Gominiak. Back out to Ashkar, who's come back into this game.
Yeah, they're just trying to be composed and make a play for bloodshed control. Emily Hickmott just hasn't been able to get an angle on the defense. Oh, but Ashkar finally hits the mid-range shot. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That's the shot we want from him. Him seeing that shot is huge. If he's hitting that shot, you had to commit so much higher to him, and it's a beautiful shot. 50-20 is the score.
Yeah, this is definitely still a game. Rochester just needs 1 or 2 more stops. They can get into the 20-minute break. They can go for a catch, and they can really even things up here.
Absolutely. All right, John Jackson bringing this Quaffle back up the field. He's got bludgeon control with CJ Jr. and Rachel Ayala Silver. Jackson. Center of the field. I love Jacob Lynn's energy, just hopping around, trying to force something. He just wants to make a play right now. Jackson just probing the left side. There you go. Jacob Lynn going immediately for the tackle, and John Jackson brings him down hard, and that ball rolls out of bounds. Tomlin gets beat. Hickmott looking to get on the field. Hickmott trying to get rid of Junior here. Ooh, Hickmott misses Junior. Tries to go for that tackle, trying to bring down Junior. It is a Rochester turnover. Jacob Lynn coming on. Huge energy, made a really nice play.
Tomlin's also going to miss a beat there on Junior.
Junior just he knows what he's doing. He's been there. He's running around the block. He knows how to play this game. He's a really smart beater. Gominiak, left side.
That classic low dodge style, the low block style, or at least the Mario Nasta style, as it were.
Absolutely. Keeper going around the hoops, around for Gominiak. Gominiak with Fox on him. Gominiak shot. It's good!
Oh, man, and just like that, Rochester is starting to close the gap here. Nick Jablonski is looking to, I think, potentially rule this one off.
We got disagreeing refs here.
Nelson's going to discuss this over with his refs.
We have one ref saying it's good, one ref saying not. If it is a good goal, it's 50-30, and Rochester's really right into this game. If it's not good, 50-20 still.
Yep. They determined that Jablonski had the better angle there. They're going to rule it no good. A good ref conference, making sure they're getting the call right. Been a great ref staff all day today.
Yeah, they've done a really good job, the refs. And I appreciate, even if you're going to do those ref conferences, making them quick, making them short. Not a lot of long touches, not a long talks. Just, this is the call. Okay, well, let's move on. Good reffing today. 50-20.
Yada back in the game, looking to create some offense here. It's It's going to be the last possession before 20 minutes. Could be a big chance for New York to get a goal.
Yada looking to drive on Tomlin. Looks for Morella. It's not going to be. Rochester will get one more possession here.
Yeah, I think there was some really bad game management there from Yada. You're literally just giving the other team one extra free possession here that you could have just avoided by, waiting to start your play another 5 seconds.
Yeah, definitely did a little rush. I think he saw a lane, but it's just not the right play on that one.
Right. This is also going to give Rochester time to try to maybe get bludger control before the snitch on pitch, and possibly more importantly, getting one more goal.
All right, Callanan beating out Mike Lee. Bassam Ashkar with Quaff on the right side. Ashkar sending the ball back to top Giroso. Giroso over to Kiefer. Kiefer looking for anything. Callanan. He's going to get beat in the middle by Junior. Kiefer trying to just make sure nothing gets, without losing that possession, gets it back to Giroso. Hickman with a bludger. Pressure by Junior and ILS over.
Yeah, just want to give the Beaters more time to try to make a play for control. Oh, Hickman goes for the kick beat.
It works, though.
Oh, but she makes a catch on ILS over. That's bludger control. And it's going to be no bludgers.
Yada just jumped on Giroso there to try to take her down. There's a big fight for this ball. You're not going to be able to beat Yada out. Ashkar tried to get it into Giroso, couldn't find the play there.
Yeah, that's going to end the period. But a big play there by Hickman to get bludger control right before snitch on pitch is going to start.
Absolutely. 50-20 is the score. That is the end of that first half, and we're going to be getting ready to go into the secret half in just a second.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Rochester. I mean, they're going to need to figure out something offensively in the Quaffle game if they can get a catch. But, I mean, a catch would put them all square here with New York deep into a game, which is a really strong showing from this program.
Yeah, absolutely, and they need a win. They have a loss to Charlotte. If you can steal a game from New York, one, it puts New York in a much worse situation, but it also gives you a huge advantage because you still got 2 more against Charlotte. I believe both are tomorrow?
Yep.
So you still have 2 more against Charlotte. So this is a huge game.
The one game is right after
Oh, we still got right after
we
this.
got one more left.
So my apologies, but it's just if you could steal that win, that's huge. And they're in this game. A snitch catch makes it tied. New York has to find their offense. They can't waste possessions. They have to it can't just be from Yana because he's really been the only one doing anything. They chose to not put J.C. Aronseeb, who's been their best scorer, and he's not
that
here.
Decision
they can't
is not paying off for them right
now.
No,
and it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So the question is, are they going to go to some of these younger players? Are we going to see more of Peter Lawrence making a bigger impact? Are we going to see Lisek? Are we going to see some of these players make a big impact? And who's going to come up with a snitch catch? Last time it happened, it was Kip Power. So who's going to make it happen? Is it going to be Kellen Cupid, or is it Vinny Iannucci, or is it going to be Kip Power right now?
Yep. Kiefer also has played some secret minutes already for Rochester today.
So it's going to be a really interesting turn of events. Looks like we're just about to come out of this secret half. I'm really excited to see it. It's 50-20 is the score right now. The set score is 110.
Yep.
So 6 goals away from the leading team, which is New York at 50, 110 the set score.
Yeah. And you mentioned some of those younger talents, but they also kind of, wore down the energy on some of those players. I'm kind of surprised they didn't really run JC into the ground that last game, knowing he was done for the day after that game. Why not give him just a ton of minutes, get out of there, and because they're kind of paying for now. I think David Fox is a player who does have some life in his legs right now and could definitely be an impact player, especially while the Beaters are still focused on the
Absolutely, and I think using him and letting him get downhill is a big factor. Letting him get downhill, make some big plays. He's getting him driving from the backside. That's where he's really lethal.
So Papour and Iannucci are going to be the starters here in the secret game.
All right, Yada with the Quaffle. Bludger control with Rochester at the moment. Seekers are released immediately.
Bludger control is with the Rochester side coming out of this play.
Kaminiak in the game. He's going to immediately beat out Iannucci. Fox gets the Quaffle on the right side. He's looking to drive immediately.
A big hit by Vargas, but he came off Broom for it.
Lee trying to get back over the top. Finds Yada. Yada looks to drive on Kiefer. Goes over the top.
Great
play by Vargas. That's what he's been doing all day.
That kid is nothing but energy out
I love him. He's amazing. Kip Papour's got a pretty long look against Barnard right now. Rochester just has so much time with this snitch, and New York has nothing really looking to get around. And all the bludgers on the ground, Kaminiak knows what he's doing. He is look at what Kaminiak is doing right now. He's got 2 bludgers on the ground. He's not picking either up, so New York cannot fist right now.
Trying to get a head of steam here through the – and he does go right through the tight defense. A catch here would be in a Rochester lead.
Iannucci almost had a good catch there, but he just missed.
Close. A lot closer than Papour had gotten in a couple minutes there with the snitch.
There appears to be some type of ref stoppage. Unsure what's going on right now. Unsure what the call is. What set score is 110. 50-30 is the score.
And the body language just on these New York players, even on the stoppage, is just not very high energy.
No, they again, you see that sluggishness. You see that they're just not bringing that type of energy into this game right now.
And that is going to be a killer blue card on Solomon Gominiak. We were just talking about how Rochester was sitting on all 3 bludgers. That's not going to be the case anymore.
And that's the second time we've seen him do that, getting blue cards for just sloppy plays from them. And he's their coach, and they need him to make those plays. All right, Quaffle and Bludgers are going to be with New York right now. Lee with Quaffle on the right side.
Got the one with time right now, though.
Papour has his time with the Snitch. Jackson on the right side. Papour's going to get beat immediately.
New York is probably not going to try to score because scoring would release the second beater into the Seeker game. I would not be surprised if I think I spoke too soon. John Jackson looks to be driving.
Yeah, Jackson wants to score here.
This is just a reset. I would not be surprised if New York tries to use every minute of this beater play, though Papour again has the chance.
Papour looking for it. Trying to go through Barnard, having a hard time getting that edge.
This has been a great effort by Callahan all by himself out there.
I knew she got beat as well. Fox spins past Ashkar. Fox has a lane. Fox goes over Giarosa with a big dunk.
Yep, that's going to kill the penalty.
60-30, Gominiak, they're back in the game.
I knew she's getting some time now.
Trying to use those long arms, trying to go over the top. Can't find it, though. Papour gets beat again. Gominiak. That was fun. I like that play. They just trying to look for that jump beat. It's a really nice one. Ashkar getting Quaffle. Ashkar looking to drive on Jackson. Ashkar, nice little hop step. He's going to score. 60-40 is the score.
Yeah, returning the favor for a couple dunks on Ashkar that John Jackson had earlier in the game. But who's catching the Snitch is going to matter so much at this point. A beater scramble around the ball. No Seekers to be seen. Kellen Cupid's getting his first look.
Junior got beat out there. Weishart gets beat out too.
Okay. Kiefer's in the game.
Jackson driving. Jackson, easy shot. Jackson, easy goal. 70-40 the score.
Kiefer's got it.
Kiefer got a catch.
Game. We have a tie game between Rochester and New York.
Cody Kiefer. That is huge. Huge.
Yep, no doubt about it.
Harry Clark, who is a Rochester alum at our booth, just strictly telling us that, yes, Rochester is up by 5. It's 75-70.
Yes.
Rochester leads.
We are playing a game of first to 4 goals here to decide a winner. This young Rochester team has a chance to pull off a massive upset here on opening day of the MLQ season.
It's going to be a really exciting one. Right? This is where it really comes down to who. 75-70. Rochester also has the Quaffle right now. Bassam Ashkar has it, and he's going to bring up the field. Bludger Control is with Rochester. Brady Groh and Emily Hickmott are going to flank Ashkar, and Ashkar's got a little hop in his step. He knows this game is close, and he knows he can make a big play to make it happen.
Yeah, this is a huge opportunity.
Ashkar looking for the pass behind to Michaels. Michaels not able to field it as clean as she wants. Finds over Jack Mosley. Jack Mosley pressured by 2. Mosley just swarmed there, and John Jackson all over it.
Yeah, I think that catch electrified a lot of players on both teams. I mean, these are the kind of moments you sign up for, right? First to 40, it's just almost like a street ball kind of situation, right?
This is where it gets fun. This is when Coach says first to 4 and you go play Quidditch. John Jackson slowly, patiently bringing Quaffle up. Hasn't even crossed midline yet.
Bro being smart and conservative here, does not want to give up Bludger Control, knows how valuable it is. It's going to be a free beat there on Mosley.
Weishart also getting a free beat. Brady Groh getting a free beat on Weishart, which puts Junior by himself for a second.
Yep.
Jackson,
of course,
right side. Jackson, hand off the lead. Nope, fake. Jack Mosley dodging that beat. Oh, no, he doesn't. Junior looking for something, just trying to open something up for John Jackson.
Obviously, time no longer a factor.
Ashkar beat.
Ashkar's going to pick up a blue card for a swat.
That's
a costly card.
An unfortunate card for Ashkar there.
Yeah. Especially because his team has Bludger Control, right?
Like, yeah, there's no reason for that one.
Bludger Control opportunity. Sure, they would have gotten depressed, but I think New York's even still sitting on their reset on this possession.
And honestly, if you're Rochester, you let them play this slow game. It hasn't worked for them in this game.
Yeah. Well, now I expect it will, because this is where New York can just pick apart the fact that there's just not enough defenders for all their players.
No, 100%. If John Jackson looks to start moving this ball around, it could be deadly. Jackson just probing that left side. He's got Fox on his left wing, Morello on his right.
That's been a bit of the problem with Jackson's ball carrier so far.
Ooh, Hickmott dodges that beat.
It's going to be a free reset.
Beautiful play from Hickmott. Just baits Junior in and dodges the beat.
Bit of a
Beautiful play.
half-hearted effort from Junior there, too. Not the hardest beat in the world.
I mean, he played a lot of minutes in a lot of games today, so you can see why. Stoners putting pressure on Jackson. Oh, there's gonna be a call.
Yeah. It's 2 resets, right?
No, it looks like they're gonna call. I think Stoners is gonna call it on. Ben Stoners, yellow card for a tackle from behind.
Well, Rochester's now down to 2 quaffle players on the pitch.
That's a big rough for them. Jackson has a lot of options to play with, even without bludgers. Hickmott gets beat. Pass goes behind to Lee. Mosley trying to make the tackle on Lee.
Mosley
He does make the tackle, but he loses his bludger. Crow gets
I think
beat.
that was late. Yeah.
No call,
Dick
Dick Jablonski. The ref is calling it off. And Mike Lee is down on the field. He does look a little banged up.
Yep, and that's going to get overruled. Rochester's going to hold down the fort with just 2 quaffle players on a giant tackle from Jack Mosley.
Jack Mosley's played great this entire weekend, and he shows up huge right here. Now, Mike Lee does look like he's down and hurt. I don't think it's anything major. He is getting help up. He is able to post weight on this, but I think he's just cramped. Yeah, he just looks like Mike Lee just crammed on that possession right now.
Taylor Crawford's going to sub in his place. But Rochester's got to kill some penalty time now because it is just Jack Mosley and Amanda Michaels throwing a ball back and forth with each other on the field right now.
Yeah, you just slowly walk it up until you at least get Bassam.
I assume Bassam's penalty has to be pretty close to over.
Absolutely. And Rochester still has bludger control. So there's no harm, no foul in literally anything they do right now. Frank Minson coming to the beater game for New York. See if his pace can change the game. Ashgar back in.
Yep. And O'Connor back in for Mosley. Mosley served his 1 minute as keeper in this weekend very well. Got 1 tackle and 1 turnover.
Hey, you got to do your job when you get that opportunity. Crawford beat out by Hickmott. Grow with Minson on him. Paupor attacking the left side. Pressured quickly by Weishart. Hickmott looking for the beat on Weishart. It's a trade of beats. O'Connor looking to drive on Morella. Can't find it. Minson's beat with a bludger. New York got bludger control. Kit Paupor looking to drive. Blocks that. He makes a nice move past Fox. Tries to dodge, but Minson makes a great beat. And John Jackson's trying to turn it upfield. He knows he's got a chance to score. Jackson slows it down, though. He does see Hickmott at the very end of that play.
Using that Harvard education right there to slow it down.
Stonish's penalty also has been killed. Great penalty come from Rochester. Score is 75-70 still. Rochester in the lead. Lindsey Morello Quaffle on the left side. Out to Jackson.
Yeah,
really patient.
I think it's kind of come down to how ineffective this slow-paced offense run by
Fox,
Jackson
driving lane, spins. Fox scores 80-75.
Finally, we get a goal. 3 more goals now needed for New York. 4 more needed for Rochester.
Yada coming back in the game for New York. O'Connor almost lost that ball. Mine almost went out of bounds there on the edge. That was really close.
That is not the kind of mistake you want to make in what is basically a overtime type setting.
Yeah, that would be a big sad. Now, Solomon Gaminia coming back into beat with Josh Tomlin. We saw this pair earlier in the day. Bassam Ashkar also in with Jacob Lynn and Kit Paupor and Alyssa Giaroso. Quaff over to Giaroso on the wing. Giaroso looking to drive. Back out to Lynn. Lynn. Back up top to Ashkar. Ashkar can't field it, and it's going to be a reset. Really unfortunate for Rochester right there. Minson just lost the ball. Oh, that's big. Unfortunate there. Now Weishart putting pressure. It's Paupor. Paupor looking to Lynn. Lynn can't field it, and that's another turnover. They had Giarosa right on that hoop line. Yada was not in the spot if Kit Paupor sees that pass.
Bludger control back with Rochester, though, off of the hand slip there from Minson. But Rochester needs to score goals that aren't just in the Snitch on pitch game.
Yada's coming out really quickly. He did a quick shift. He's out. He does not. He looks hurt.
Yep.
That looks like a cramp.
And with John Jackson just off a long shift and Yada cramping up, it's going to be up to Vinny Iannucci. And it looks like Taylor Crawford's going to be taking over the ball carrying role.
Crawford with Hagag on his left.
Crawford, one of the stars of this team.
Looking to move down the left side. Goes back up the top to Hagag. One-handed catch. Stays on his side of the field. Looking to drive here. Hagag going through everyone. Loses the ball. Gets hit by Ashkar. Vinny Iannucci gets wrapped up. He finds Crawford, and Crawford finishes. Great passing. Rochester just lost everyone there.
Just so much composure from this New York team over and over and over again.
Score 90-75.
And they came away with bludger control there as well. Just 2 more goals now for New York. Rochester needs to find some offense. Last time they were scoring goals in the half court, it was on a Bassam Ashkar and then almost a Solomon Giminiak mid-range shot. We'll see if they have anything other than that in the tank or if they're just going to go back to that. Obviously, with these hoops pretty far spread, mid-range shots always are a threat.
Giminiak looking for anything in the bludger game. Bassam pressured by Hagag. Out to Lynn.
Yeah, but that's going right back into Taylor Crawford.
Lynn back to Ashkar. Giminiak with a great beat there on Weishart. They're going to get control here. And Alyssa Giroso saw that, and she just slowed it down.
Yeah. Bobbled
Out to
pass
Ashkar.
initially.
Ashkar wrapped up by Hagag. Hagag gets beat, though. Giminiak making nice play after nice play.
great
Oh,
by
Fiona Weishart!
Oh, but Solomon Giminiak's able to get it right back.
Giminiak just playing so well.
Oh.
Ashkar over to Giroso, and Giroso gets beat. And Weishart again makes another great play.
We've got a foul off one of the two teams.
Fiona Weishart is playing out of her mind right now. She has been the best beater right now for this New York team. There is a call on the play potentially. Unsure what happened with Weishart and Giminiak.
One of those two is getting a call. I just do not know what the call is. It's going to be on Giminiak, so Weishart wins another one.
Weishart playing so well. Giminiak's second yellow, I think, is that their second yellow card? This is the first yellow card, but they do have a blue card earlier, so those don't stack. Giminiak in the box, though, for the second time today.
And more importantly, it's a beater power play that New York's going to capitalize on.
Here comes Hagag. Hagag passing across to Morella. That pass is going to go wide. Morella trying to chase it down, trying to keep it in. Morella does.
That pass was a little hopeful.
Oh, it's out of bounds.
We're still looking for our
Minson gets beat out.
Still looking for our first beater power play goal of the entire weekend.
That's that's a sad fact. That hurt my insides.
I will say Frank Minson has been zipping the ball around alongside Weishart. Had a couple of really nice beats on Quaffle players from far away.
He's making a lot of nice plays. I mean, his pace of play, there's still some learning problems, but you can see where he has his game. His pace of play is there. His skills are there.
It's pressed a little early, so they're not going to be able to use the reset. They're going to use it there. Yep.
There's a reset used as Ashkar goes into the keeper zone. So that is a reset. So New York doing a really good play getting that reset. Weishart calling out the defense. Ashkar crossing the midline. Can't reset it again.
Giminiak's got 5 more seconds on their power play.
They're going to kill it here. Ashkar. Hand off to Giroso. Giroso pressured by Minson. Beat out.
Ashkar might get a lane here. The beaters are going to stand high.
Hassanlaw coming in for Giminiak. Callanan beats Crawford out. Ashkar gets beat by Minson. Weishart's just standing over the ball. Kiefer goes for the slide kick. That they're going to give an advantage, it looks like, on Kiefer. I mean, incidental. No, is it a call? I thought it might have been a call.
It's not our job to judge. We'll let our lovely ref staff take care of it.
You're not wrong. I should not be a ref.
Gonna talk it over.
This second half period, after the Snitch catch, I think New York has really just won this game with Weishart really controlling the pace. What she's done has been really fantastic for them. That's huge for them, especially after 2 different big-time New York chasers and Quaffle players went out with either cramps or some type of injury. Having someone that can just control the offense and control everything is huge.
It's just important that they've shown so much depth of players who have the ability to play their passing offense as well. We've seen Iannucci step in a bunch of times. Obviously, Crawford and Hogag, long-term stalwarts of the program. And they've been able to create just enough.
Yeah, that is a yellow card on Cody Kiefer for the slide tackle.
Yeah,
so
a lot of fouls
penalty
in this overtime period for Rochester also hurt them.
90-75 still the score. Power looking for the tackle on Iannucci. Iannucci, though, gets it back off to Crawford. Crawford finds Hagag. Hagag scores. Easy goal. Yeah. That's just been New York in this period. Since this game got really close, New York, it's been all New York. They've just been making smart play after smart play.
Yep. And again, I mean, we knew coming into the 20 minutes, Rochester only had 2 goals in the first 20 minutes of play, and that's what keeps haunting them. They just can't get these half-court goals.
100-75. New York is 1 goal away. Rochester is 4. Control with Rochester, though. Callanan and Hassanlaw. Ashkar looking to drive. Ashkar pressured by Crawford. Crawford wraps him up. Michaels with Quaffle. Ashkar right on her left. Kiefer getting the ball. Callanan looking for some type of opening. Kiefer out to Ashkar.
Ashkar's met by Crawford over there.
All the way across to Michaels. Callanan just looking for anything. Around the hoops, trying to find angle. I like the attempt,
Yeah.
a different approach to it.
That was a fantastic pass from Michaels. Just left it maybe 2 inches too high.
Minson's real confident, just looking at his sideline saying, who wants last goal? Jason Rosenberg coming into the game.
Two players on this team who already have last goals on the weekend. Iannucci finished off the first game. Mohagog finished off their most recent game. They're both on pitch.
And they've been really critical players right now for this last couple of approach.
Yeah, their wing play has been absolutely essential.
Kiefer wrapping up Iannucci. Ball's loose. Kiefer tries to get a nice kick back to Morel. Kiefer just blew up Iannucci. Kiefer is just saying, I'm going to go and hit everyone right now. Might as well. Kiefer does get beat, though, by Weishart.
Pretty sure his headband was in his mouth by the end of that play.
Fox gets called off for something.
Morel threw it towards a off-broom David Fox. But Budget Control is back with New York. They still have a 3-goal lead. They only need one more. Rochester still needs 4 more goals.
Ashkar coming back into the game. He's got Mosley, Jacobs, and Michaels in the Quaffle game with him. Callanan and Hasselnop. Fox and Nagog. Og and Morella, Chaser, Iannucci, keeper for New York. Weishart and Rosenberg with control. Ashkar looking for that one-timer with Mosley. It's not there. Ashkar just drops the ball, hands it off to Michaels. Michaels looking in the center. Weishart putting pressure.
Think you might just swing it back to Ashkar. Nope, it's going to be to Mosley.
Callanan gets beat. Weishart gets a chance to blow it up. Mosley looks confused, doesn't know what to do. Throws it off to Michaels.
Yeah,
over to Ashkar.
Ashkar might just take the reset if he needs to.
He might have to. Has to throw it down to Jacobs. There's really nothing he could do. And it's a turnover. There really was nothing Ashkar could do. He got put in a corner. He couldn't take the reset because Weishart was right in front of him.
Yeah. I think the pass to Mosley might have been there, but obviously caught between a rock and a hard spot. Not an easy decision to make. Lexi Rafa in for the first time on the weekend.
Vinny Iannucci. Looks for a driving lane. He has one. He finds Rafa. Rafa shot. No good. It's way high.
Had a chance to get a game winner immediately after entering.
Comes up in, get a game winner. Couldn't hit it, though. Hagog looking to drive on Mosley. Gets past. Wrapped up at the hoops. Ashkar. Fox gets beat. No, that's going to be no good, it looks like.
I think that beat was pretty clean, unless it got blocked.
If it did get blocked, it's going to be a goal, but I thought it was no good. If the beat is before, it is no good. If the beat is not, and it is a block, David Fox gets that goal, and the game is over.
Fox is signaling a
Fox
goal.
thinks it's good. Is it good?
If it's good, that is game over.
Unsure what the call is. Hickmott does need assistance getting off the field, though.
That might have been all we're waiting for, because it does look like this game is continuing.
Yeah. Ball behind the hoop. There's a lot of talk, a lot of confusion. Unsure what's going on right now.
I think they were deciding where Ashkar was going to get it or whether the ball was just going to be loose and live, and it is going to be Ashkar taking the ball back behind. Fox was beat before. The game continues. Rochester needs 4. New York still only needs that 1.
Very close. Weishart and Roseberg switching bludgers again. Callan and Gominiak in at beater. Whole new Quaffle line. Rosenberg very aggressive here. Gominiak tried to take it from Weishart but couldn't. Mosley driving down the right side, pressured by Weishart, finds Michaels. Michaels pressured by Iannucci. Michaels beat. Iannucci just strutting. Just strutting to pick up that Quaffle. He knows he's got it.
But can they find that last goal is the question.
Fox looking to get this finishing blow. Weishart finally checking out after an incredible shift.
Al Silver going to take our place. And Iannucci's going to come out too. It is John Jackson back in the game. Got enough rest there.
Fox wrapped up by Michaels. Fox looking for Rafa. Rafa can't handle it. Ball's loose. It's Van Buren's ball.
We got a call coming. I think it's going to be on Michaels.
I think so too. All right, it's a yellow card on Michaels. Fox has the Quaffle
And
with
he's got
a
a lot of
big
space
driving
here.
lane in front. No Quaffle players.
No
bludgers. This is easy days. Fox drives. He's going to go to the other side, and he finishes and he scores. New York's going to pick up the win. And final score, 110-75.
You know,
New York tested and gets it done.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't always clean today for New York. It wasn't always smooth. But when it came down to it, their defense just dominated these other teams, and nobody could get enough points on them.
Even without control, they were making play after play after play.
Yep.
That's a huge, huge way to do it. Great job out there for them. We're going to go to Jack McGovern. He's going to be looking for – Jack McGovern's going to get an interview with Bassam in the field. So we're going to check it over to Jack in just a second. This is Harry Greenhouse with Ethan Stern. We're going to sign off for just a sec. We'll see you with Jack McGovern. Deputies, we're not going to be unfortunately able to do that interview. So this is Harry Greenhouse. We're signing off for this game. We got one more, Charlotte versus Rochester, right after this. We're going to take a short break, and we'll see you later. Have a good one.